Greetings, Dapplings, and welcome back to Terra Nil, where in the last episode we completed the polar region. That brings us up to 3 regions completed, or at least the first map, the majority map. The temperate, tropical, and polar regions have all been restored up to 70%, leaving only 30% left to do. But now, in today's episode, we're going on to the final region, the Continental region, where we're going to discover the biomes Lagoon, Bamboo, Sunflower, and Deciduous Forest, and 6 new animals as well. If at the end of today's episode you decide that you've enjoyed what you've seen and you'd like to see a little bit more, then do consider leaving me a comment or just clicking on the like button if you're more of the shy type, don't want to bring too much attention to yourself, want the anonymous like option, just to let me know that you are interested in seeing the remaining 4 maps played. But today we're going to be checking out the flooded city. So let's go ahead and get down there and see what new buildings we're going to have to unlock in order to restore this location. Nice sip of tea before we get down to the busy work of restoring nature. Restoring urban areas presents its own unique set of challenges. You'll need to work around the existing concrete when dredging the ocean floor to create land on which to grow plants. Former cities can also be the home of particularly hazardous materials. To begin with, dredge the ocean floor to create land to grow greenery. Once dredging is complete, recycle your dredges. You can then place tidal turbines in the resulting pockets of deep water. Ooh, this sounds very, very interesting. All right. Right, we've got a whole host of new buildings here. It looks like we're just going to... right, okay, so we've got a recycling drone straight out of the gate. Very well, let's have a look here. So an undersea dredger digs up earth from the seafloor and deposits it on the surface, creating land. Can connect to the monorail network, okay. Recycle a fully used undersea dredger to unlock. The loading dock loads recycled materials from the surrounding buildings and silos onto a recycling zone. So we'll be recycling the remainders of the skyscrapers as well. This is a very interesting one, since we start with recycling abilities. Toxin Scrubber we're familiar with, as well as the Irrigator. The Seismic Detonator, somewhat familiar with that one. And of course, we're quite familiar with the Cloud Seeder, the Combustor, the Dehumidifier, and the Flash Freezer. But let's have a look at our requirements. We have got Geological Stability. Interesting. So once humidity is above 22%, we'll bring wildflower blooms in. Once it's above 40%, fungi and forests. Moss on boulders will require the temperature to remain below 15 degrees and have humidity above 40. Ivy overgrowth will happen once it's humidity above 70 and temperature above 15 degrees. And then moss on rock faces will only happen whilst the temperature is below 10 degrees and the humidity is above 50. Well, you know what? I think we can get all of this done. However, Cloud Seeder does require power. How are we going to generate this power? Does anything around here actually give us power? No, nothing does. Okay, well, we're going to have to start with you then, it seems. Right, well, let's have a quick look. Let's try and dredge up some land around here, I guess. Can pop you in there. Tonk. Now, activate ability. Move earth from the seafloor to the surface using the monorail network. Do I need to set up the monorail network? I guess I do. Okay, well, let's hook these together then. Let's actually get a proper coverage of the monorails, if we can. Something over here would be nice. There we go. Something down here would also be quite nice. Sure, let's try and connect up around there. There we are. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Let's actually use this ability. So, target an area. We could perhaps get some around there. Sure. Let's see what we can do here. And with that, there we go. Nice. Actually, that's a pretty cool system. Let's go ahead and do something the same over there. We don't really need to get too close for this one. Let's try and make sure that we've got a nice spread, though, where we can. About there will be pretty solid. Remember, we've only got 3 uses on this. So that one gave us a pretty decent bit of ground coverage there. And finally, I would like... Have we done everything we can? No, we've still got plenty more. That's fine. Let's try and get something in the middle here connecting these 2 locations. There we go. That's the final option for dredging there. Now, to recycle that one will be a little bit more of an issue. Use resonance to excavate a small area. I don't want to excavate right now. We need to get greenery up, so I don't want to do this too wildly. We do want to try and get everything connected up if we can. Let's pop another one over here. That should be fine. That brings it into the network straight away. See if we can't get this node out there. Yes, we can. And try and bring it all the way over here if we're able. There we go. That gives us a very nice bit of coverage. Can we link up over there? Sadly, we can't. We might be able to do something if we go in this direction, possibly. But I don't think we're bridging that gap. It might be possible if I were there. There, that might connect. Let's have a look. Can that... It's very difficult to say. No, it won't. It would have to connect there, unfortunately. Okay. We might have to go a very long, winding, roundabout route in order to connect up to that, but I think we can make that happen. That shouldn't be too terrible for us. Let's try and connect you up there if we can. Is there any way here that can connect? Sadly, no. Okay, well, it's fine. We can still connect up to this one from around here, and that will give us a path over in this direction. We may as well set up the monorail system right now, since we're going to need it over here no matter what. Oh, we can reach it. That's fantastic. Okay, there we are. Everything is where it needs to be. Pop you there. Now, we are churning through our greenery, or our cache for the resources for making any kind of adjustments. So we do need to be aware of that. Honestly, there's probably going to hit everything we'd want to hit. I think at this point we can connect to everything. So, with that done, let's go ahead and continue getting these areas hooked up. That one would be very nice, I think. Let's continue following around this little area there. Where I can, I would like to make contiguous areas of soil so that I can use the toxin scrubbers and the irrigators in those zones. Trying to be a little bit cheeky with my placement here and there, but we also want to leave enough water around so that I can actually hook up some cloud seeders as well. And finally, the last one, I guess we could just pop it in here, couldn't we? Alternatively, I could start working inward, kind of get more of an inland connection there. I think that would actually be quite a nice one. There we go. Right, those two have been completely used up. Now, a loading dock would be nice. If I were to place it here, it would yoink up quite a lot of the things around this area. Is there much? Can I get you at all? I don't think I can anymore, sadly. Ah, I see. I have made an error in my placement here, in that I have not allowed for a way across. I was a little bit too focused, but now I've cut this area off completely from being accessible. I guess that's what this exists for. I could still dig a way back in. It's a bit of a shame, because I specifically did this to create... to allow me to have like a solid landmass to use. But you know what? This is going to be better for us ultimately, to be able to reclaim these things. Now I can get back down there, which is going to be important for us. Have I done everything I want to do over here, I wonder? Possibly. For the time being, though, let's just go ahead and recover this. Now, we are quite low, but we can start greening areas. I've got enough, I think, to take care of that. See what happens there. There we go. And that has given me the tidal turbine. Uses ocean currents to generate electricity. Must be placed in deep ocean. There we go. All right, then. Now we are cooking with fire. If I were to place this over here, for example. There we are. That should allow me. Do either of these require energy? Yes, you do. So... unfortunately, this will not give me any kind of return, it seems. That's all red. I guess you can't detoxify a building. Kind of makes sense when you think about it. But that being said, I mean, that is still some of the best return. Let's go for it. It'll give us a load of ocean. There we are. And another one somewhere around here as well. There we go. Now we can green this area. Kind of. Got 70. Well, it would be better if I were to get out here and actually start building tidal generators around in this direction, I guess. Something around here might be good enough for us. Let's tuck it in a little bit closer. Got another detoxifier. Gives us... doesn't give us too much. Gives us plenty of extra income there. 47. I've got a 49 there, though, so I would like to grab that if I can. Whilst this one isn't the best position, it's still good enough. There we go. Now, again, we can't really do much with these buildings, and I can't even place anything above them. I wonder if there is any way that I can recover those buildings. It seems that they are not turning green like this one does, for example. So I'm not really sure about that. Either way, we should now be able to get a fair bit more out of this. 94, 106 there, probably the best one we're going to get. Yeah, let's go for the 106. There we go. Very nice indeed. Now, at this stage, I would like to pop down a cloud seeder, if I can. That gives us a whopping 17%. How about over here? 8, 9, 10. Okay, well, 17 is pretty amazing. Probably the best we're going to see. So let's go ahead and grab that. Wildflower bloom. Very nice indeed. The next thing we want to try and grab is humidity at 40% will give us moss on boulders, and at 50 it'll give us moss on rock faces. Is there anywhere else around here I can place this? I can get 10% around these areas, which isn't terrible, I guess. But I would like to try and remove more toxin first. Is there any reason to place this anywhere around here? No, not really. Okay, we need another tide pool. Nothing around there, sadly. I can get something over here, though. Perhaps even something there if I really, really want to. Let's go ahead and place it over here, though. And see what we can scrub from this area. This is a pretty expansive zone. Oh, wow, that's 65? Probably because most of that is ocean that I'm detoxifying there. But I do need to get inland a bit more. I'm thinking I may need to use this to dig deep and get another power plant. Let's see what that does. Hopefully it can dig deep enough. We'll see. Sadly, no. Can I do again? No. Well, that's a bit of a pain, not going to lie. That is going to be an issue for us. Is it possible that this would dig down enough? I wonder. I wonder if this will excavate, once it's gone down 3 layers, whether that's going to be a good place for a tidal turbine to go. It's worth trying, I think. Is there anywhere I can connect this up? It's kind of annoying to have to do that, but we can at least connect there. Right, so I'm going to want to get rid of some things first. I could even pop earth here now that I've removed that. That actually isn't a bad idea. Strictly speaking, I think it would be okay. In fact, adding more soil down here for me to grow into would be fantastic. There we are. And we'll do the same again, perhaps over here. Again, I want to make sure that I'm leaving enough room for the craft to sail up to any recycling stations that I place down. Namely, I want to get rid of all the stuff over there. And another connection. It still has plenty of room to get over onto that other side. So let's go ahead and place that right there. It does feel like the skyscrapers are different to these just partially submerged regular buildings, although they are fairly tall still. It feels like they are perhaps not meant to be removed, ultimately. Right, let's get rid of you. If I can. Can I get everything there in one go? I can. Sure, let's do it then. Go, go, go. And this will remove itself completely, it seems. And then we're going to see if I can place the tidal generator over here. I mean, it's a bit of a hope, but let's see what happens. Yes, it does. Well, that is fantastic. All right. I like the strategy involved in that. That's actually really, really cool. I really, really like that. Let's see if there's anywhere that gives us any positive points. 11, 13 there. Let's go for the 13. Then we'll plonk this one down as well. We'll just use an L shape irrigator over here. 105, 114. Anything better? Don't think we're going to get better than that, honestly. So let's go ahead and do it. Thunk. And lovely. Now, can I place down a cloud seeder around here? And get a solid 10% there. Get a 15, 17% in here. Let's do it. There we go. Both of those have gotten. We've now got fungi and forest, moss on boulders, and I just need to take the 50%. Sorry, over 50% to get moss on rock faces. And of course, each one of these gives us a bunch of points as well. So it is definitely worth doing every single time. Sure, we'll just pop it down to there. There we are. Moss on rock faces. Looking very nice indeed. And do we still have the means to place one down here, I wonder? No. No, we do not. Alright, well, we're going to have to find somewhere else to place a cloud seeder around. Because we only have a little bit further to go with that. Only a little bit further. Right, well, let's continue on detoxifying this area then, if we can. In fact, let me go ahead and just cling back a lot of the random gubbins around here. Because we're not going to need most of it, I should imagine. Let's grab all of that. I'm going to leave the detoxify... Well, actually, no. I'm going to take the detoxify with me. Grab those. There's no particular reason to keep them there. And we managed to also clear up that skyscraper too. That actually gave us a lot of points. That was very, very nice. Which now means that I can move around some of the power a little bit further on. And then detoxify this area. It does seem that if you don't bring up the land first, that it does... Even if you've, like, detoxified the ocean, it still brings up toxic land, sadly. But that's just the way it's going to be. 20 there, 22. Let's go for the... yeah, let's go for the 22. Sure, we'll maximize the points we get, and then we'll just fill in the gaps if I have to. And I do have to, it looks like, but that's fine for now. Minus 18, the lowest negative number, minus 11 there, means that we're getting the most bang for buck. In fact, we've done a good bit of detoxifying in that little area there. To be fair, honestly, sure, this would reach out into the ocean a little bit, and I'm okay with using that up. Now, can I get a little bit further out? I can. Oh, marvellous. Okay. That is beautiful. Okay, let's get some greening. Now we've got 89 there. Anything better? 93, 95, 96. But I do kind of want to pull this up a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and place this about here. 93 is good enough there. We're almost at 50% of the greenery that we need to cover. At this stage, I want to get some more detoxifying around here before I do any more. Now, I do need to bring up a lot more land as well. So I think adding in some extra dredging around this area would probably be a wise move. Let's go ahead and plonk this down here. It's not going to connect immediately, which sadly means I need to do this, but oh well. That's not the worst thing in the world. Right. Let's start shifting around some soil around here. Sure, this will give us a nice path to green around there, I think. About here will do. That should still give me access down there, or at least I certainly hope it will. Yes, I can go all the way out into the ocean along these areas, so that's not a big issue for me. We've still got a connection over there, which is fine, so we can go ahead and safely fill in this little gap there. I really do like the way that these combine, so you're actually digging down a deeper area to be able to place the tidal generators. I don't really make sense why you would need to recover them, the first one, in order to unlock that ability at all. But I do like it when things have this kind of synergy between them. That's one of the things I really like about this game in general, honestly. Everything plays into everything else in a very, very satisfying way. Right, we're going to need some power around here, but I can already place down a couple of power plants. That's not going to be an issue for me. So let's start detoxifying everything we can. We can get a nice chunky bit of detoxifying happening around there. Let's go ahead with that. And possibly even a bit over here as well. Yeah, let's go out into the ocean as far as we can. Now, up top there, sure, let's make that happen. Now I'm going to need power over here, but I would like to actually reclaim that if I can before I have to. So let's go ahead and just grab all of these together. That's an extra 100 back to us. And we want the tidal generator about there. Now then, could get -9 here. Could I get, ooh, plus 25. It's not bad, but it'll leave a lot of gaps, and I kind of want to close off. Don't have to, of course. You know, once we get to rains and such, everything will close off anyway. And it's one of the reasons why I've pointed out that you don't need to aim for perfection in this game. You really don't. But it is also very nice. It's a nice feeling when you can. Let's put it that way. Okay, that's a big enough area now for me to green, I think. So 129 there. Can I get more? 148. I don't think I get 151, but let's go for the 142. That hits both sides there in a very, very satisfying way. I would like a straight piece now. 123. Is that the best we're going to get? Yeah, more than likely. Okay, well, let's just pop that in there then. There we go. We're up to 78% there. And I think it's time for the last couple of cloud seeders, frankly. We can get 11% over here. 11% there. Is there any more that I can get? No, 9%. Okay, well, 11% it is then. Let's grab that. There we go. Now, Ivy Overgrowth, we're going to have to actually start heating the world up a bit. So, let's actually start on that. I'm going to place down one more just because I can. We're up to 82% humidity. The air is becoming a soup. Dehumidifier, no. Combustor. This will provide some good temperature up. Have we got anything that provides temperature up around here, though? No. And this is a very interesting one. Usually there's a lot more optional goals, and I know that there are a lot of optional goals to do on this one. So maybe there are going to be optional goals that are locked to each individual section. So I kind of want to make sure I've hit all the optional goals at once, if I can. So give us an extra 3 degrees there. Extra 4 degrees here. 4 there, 5 up there, 6, 7, 8. Let's grab an extra 8 degrees. Pop. Okay. And an extra 4 will take us to 15. And I might go 1 further. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to go 1 further. Let's grab that one as well. There we go. Ivy Overgrowth. Alright, we've hit all optional goals. So now we are free just to finish off greening. And for that, we're going to want to get up here if we're able to. Can I sneak one of these in? I can't. So instead, let's pop this over here, because I really would like to try and green this area if I'm able to. I also want to get rid of the remaining... Oh, is Ivy Overgrowth? It's on the buildings. Oh, I like that. Notice the Ivy Overgrowth on the toxin scrubbers? That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Let's pop you down. Now, I know I'm hitting the power plants as well, which is probably not the best thing to do, if I'm perfectly honest. Simply because I'm going to want the power plants. So I'm going to have to bear that in mind as we continue to uncover more of this. I am going to want to have access to the power plants probably in the next stage for a lot of stuff. But But right now, I'm only using this just to actually get myself some area to green. Let's try... I really want to fill that in, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to close off that area completely, so if I place it here, I still leave a route for our little shuttle there to get up there. And finally, something just down here. Make sure I leave a viable route. And do I have a viable route? Yes, there is a viable route there. That's fine then. So we can safely expand this area out. Plus, we're going to be able to start going up onto this area as well. Right, geological stability is now 38%. See, I'm worried. Initially, I thought, oh, I'm going to have to pull that down, kind of like toxicity. But it's not geological instability, it's geological stability. I thought adding soil was going to make things more stable, but there is a good reason why that might not be the case. So I might want to be a little bit more cautious about what I'm doing here, because I've got a funny feeling that if this hits 0, that is going to be a bad thing. We'll see. We'll see. It could still be a case that I'm actively trying to bring this down to 0, but the wording there makes me worried a little bit. Now, while we wait for our ship to get over here and recycle things, I'm going to have another sip of tea, and I encourage you to do the same. Okay. Right. Continuing on with the regreening process. Minus 31, 16 there. Anywhere better? Well, okay, 16 is good. We'll take that. And I would like to do much the same over here. At this point, I'm just trying to get out as far as I can to give me as much ground to green as possible. That will do. And the same over here, if I'm able to. There we are. We've got enough resources that I don't need to be stingy about this. 120, 123 I think I saw. I did most certainly see it. Right there. Let's go for it. Very nice. Now I'm thinking 37, 29. Ooh, are these in... Oh, ideal conditions. Beautiful. So an extra little bit there. But let's see if I can't hit some more. 58 I saw there. Sure, let's go for that. That's up to 82% green now. Now we're going to need some power over here. Let's tuck this in there. That should give me the best reach. Ah, it's a shame I didn't consider doing that first, as that would have been nice. But oh well. Let's try for -9, -6. Let's go over there. -15, that's fine. And we're going to want another one down here somewhere to try and get the remainder of this land and ocean cleared. See how much we can get from this. I think we're going to want a long, straight part. A line piece, if you will. Tetraces, Master of Blocks. Please bless us. About there. Okay, I think the next one we put down will be the last one we need. Can we sneak anything up there? We cannot. Okay, well, then we want a final dredge. There's not going to be anywhere that I'm going to place that dredge there, sadly. Ocean too deep to dredge. Is there anywhere else I can place it? I can place one down here. Okay. I can still place one over there, but I'd need to hook up the monorail again. I could place one here. And that would actually give me a connection point to get some greening over there as well, which would be nice. Now, to try and connect you up again. There we'll do. It's ugly, but we'll recycle it in a moment. Right, so I want to get some more ground around here. And there we are. Stability going down a bit more. Down to 34%. At this point, I very much need to be aware that that path is getting blocked soon. Need to try and stay away from the very edges so that this can still get out to them, if need be. And I mean, at this point, I guess I could try and fill in some spots back there, but I don't think we really want to. Sure, we'll place one there as well. Right, let's dig all that up. But I don't want to hit the irrigator, though. I want to keep that there because there's a lot of buildings that I know run off that have to be placed on an irrigator. That being said, we know that we can place the power plant down there, so we can immediately start the greening process over on this side. Plus 35 there. 43, that's fine. That's probably enough in and of itself for me to finish things off. But let's try our best to get up here, green as much of this area as we can, while we can. You know what? Sure, let's get all of that ocean section greened where possible. It's good enough. Anywhere left? No. Okay, well, what we can do now is all we're going to be able to do is 56 there, 71... 71, let's go for it. There we are, 103%. Done and done. Okay. Dredging may have made the ground unstable. Nevertheless, increase biodiversity by creating enclosed lagoons and bamboo groves in the shells of skyscrapers. Use the roots of new deciduous forests to break down concrete. Okay. Right, second stage. We've got a mineralizer. Crystallizes the salt in the ocean water to create rock. You've got the thalassic purifier. Cleans a completely enclosed area of ocean to create a lagoon. Bamboo nursery. Ooh, I think the instability is a bit of a problem. Bamboo nursery. Use a skyscraper frame to grow tall bamboo. Recycle a skyscraper to uncover its frame. And the conservatory. Tree roots break the surrounding concrete to grow deciduous forests. Must be built on a toxin scrubber. Oh, the toxin scrubbers specifically. Ideal conditions for that. We need to drop the humidity for the bamboo. That's a shame. Ideal conditions for the thoracic purifier. Alright, well, let's have a look at what we've got. No new things to do. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, toxin scrubber. What are we trying to do here? We're trying to... Yeah, let's get a couple of these going. Have we got ones up on buildings that I could build on? Ah, they don't like the ash. I'm worrying about this geological stability. Or, you know, lack thereof, as the case may be. That is a concern. Not going to lie. I think I may have done a dumb that we are going to pay for. But, moving on. There we go. Let's get that going as well. Beautiful. That's one forest setup. Oh, my lord. Geological stability is all the way down to 0. Quake imminent. Alright. Huh. Okay, I kind of feel that this was meant to happen, perhaps? Did they just blow up nuclear... Oh. Why? That's what those buildings were. This is not how radioactive sarcophagi work, but okay, I'm gonna suspend disbelief for a moment. Radiation cleanser. Cleanses the area around it of radiation. Must be built on rock or concrete. Pylon. Provides electricity and must be in range of an electricity-producing building. Must be built on rock or concrete. The helio cage. Uses sunflowers to absorb radiation. Build on radioactive waste deposits to neutralize it. Can't build in radiation. Well, that's useless. Okay, so that is a problem. But never fear. I got this. Right, I want another one of these if I can. Pop that one there. It does need power, though. I need to get up to this in order to neutralize it. Right, there we go. Pop. Right, that one's been neutralized. Perfect. Okay. Let's give him the sunflowers. Okay, so that's where the sunflower stuff comes from. Alright, I get it. Let's go back to get... Oh, my lord. Well, that certainly did throw a bit of a dampener on the situation, didn't it? But we can regreen these areas if I want. Or rather, depollute the areas if I want, which I do, of course. And then we'll place down that forest again. 82 right there. And another one over here should give us all we need. Okay, that looks lovely. How about growing some bamboo? That's not going to do much there. Or there, for that matter. Does it only... Ah, it only affects greened areas. Okay, so this one, for example, would be great. Oh, wow, that did a lot of good. Okay, I like it. Right, next up then, let's start working our way through here. Can I connect to that in any way? No, not easily. Alright, well, we're going to have to just work our way down. Area is too large. Right, that's fine. Mineralizer. Cannot build in radiation. I can build here, though. Which means I should be able to get more of the radiation gone. Another mineralizer right there. I'm going to have to just slowly edge my way across and see if having that partially removed... No, it didn't. That's fine, though. I can still bring power across thanks to that remaining tile. Means that I can pop in this, and then there we go. All sorted. No problem. Right, let's detoxify this area for ourselves. Can I get a pylon up here? Anywhere around there? I can get a pylon there, and that's good enough. I do very much like the fact that that just threw a random event at us, effectively. I like that a lot. I like that an awful lot. Now, I'm thinking this area would probably be one of the best ones for me to throw down another bamboo forest. But first, we need to get rid of this. How are we going to get over there? Let's bring some power over there if I can. That will help. And then I can have a pylon here. Then drive this through a little bit more. Another pylon. And that's all we need. There we go. Wow, okay, that added a load of things. We got fireflies. I didn't check this. I was pelagi fish. Migratory birds return, so all of those there. We've got to get the temperature below 5 degrees in order to get kelp forests. Something that we probably want to do. Let's try that. So, the flash freezer. Let's get some kelp forests going. I'll drop it 3 degrees, I'll drop it 4. We're going to have to drop it a lot in order to hit what we want. So maybe we get the ideal conditions first. Well, the final bamboo would need it, actually. Alright. There's a couple of things we need to do. I need to make some actually enclosed oceans. Well, this is itself going to be a bit of a squirrely problem for me. I'm not going to worry about the ship being able to get where it needs to go anymore. What I would like is just to connect up into a couple of spots and create a couple of lagoons. I'm going to assume that later on I'm going to be able to create to recycle these without this little ship. My hope, anyway. Right, next up, I would like to effectively enclose this area. That gives me a lagoon. That done. This now works. 142. It'll almost do the entire thing for me. There we go. Marvellous. At this stage... Oh, look at all the extra flowers there. At this stage in the whole process, we don't really need to struggle too much in order to worry about our resources, or rather, put it another way, we don't need to worry about our resources anymore, so I'm a lot more free of just building things as I want. Sure, let's have this be one big lagoon in there. That will probably take care of everything we need. As soon as that gets to where it's going. Is that really too large for me to purify? Oh, that's irritating. Okay. And that was the last use of that. Alright. Well then, I need to dredge from over here, I'm going to say. Hopefully I can hook this up in some manner. If not, I should be able to mineralize around here. Create a connection. There we go. Right, let's pop some soil over here. I mean, that could create a lagoon perhaps, but... let's try and bring these out a little further. Let's see what this does. Place that over there. This may now count. No, still too large to purify. Alright, that is an awkward one. I mean, I guess technically that would work. Oh, so would this. Okay, so these will work if I just clear them out. Alright, in that case, I should be able to make something work. I had been trying to avoid doing that, but sure. Let's pop that there. And this should now be a much larger area for us. Strange how that isn't going all the way down, but sure. Let's pop that in. Did it actually make any difference? Not really. It's fine. Let's pop this one over there. That'll give us the area we want. It'll give us the ideal bonus too. Okay, now I want to... Oh, well, actually, that's humidity. That is not temperature. Which is what I'm about to pull down. I could bring the humidity down, I suppose. I still need to recover this section. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's try and not grab everything, though. That will do. Sure. We're going to have to detoxify some of this area. There we go. And at this point, because I can now easily move around the pylons, I don't need to struggle as much with power. And just do things like this. This is going to be where we're going to pop the bamboo. I will try to get the humidity where we need it to be. But first, kelp forests. So we want to pull down temperature with flash freezes in a couple of strategic positions. That will do nothing to the temperature. This one will do a bit. We've got to get it all the way down below 5, though. Oof, that's going to be a bit of an ask, I'm going to be honest. What else could I put? That would only hit for 2 degrees. 2 degrees there as well. 3 degrees. That would only hit for 4 degrees there. 3. Let's grab you. -4 there. There we go. Kelp forests. Marvellous. Okay, there's a very eclectic positioning of these rather cold areas, but it's fine, I'm sure. What else are we working on now? Now we've got to bring the temperature back up over 25 and the humidity over 90. Okay, so rehumidifying everything as we can. 3% there. Let's go for the 8% right there. Let's in fact go all the way. 99% humidity. We're basically swimming through the air at this point. Now we've just got to get the temperature up over 25. So that's going to cost us a bit. 0 degree increase there. 1 degree. This is even possible at this point. 3 degrees there. Perhaps I should have done this first, since it would have been closer to hitting it. Because I've had to freeze the area so much. Yeah, it would have been easier to pull it back down. That was very silly of me. That was not a good choice. I'm going to bring it up by 1. It's barely impacting things, though, which is interesting. Okay, well, let's see if I can't get... How does that activate? It requires power, so I just need to bring power up top. Have I got anything that I connect to? I do, right there. But I kind of don't need it in a way. What I need is to have power on this side. I could bring power all the way down here, but that's hardly going to make any difference for me. Can I get a combustor over there to hit the... I need to hit greenery, it seems. Over there does. Well, let's try and make sure that that happens first. And what I could do, since I've got so many points, I can always re-green an area first and then use it again. So something like that there. I don't know if this is going to be able to reach. Sadly, no. Okay. Well, I could green this area first then. Oh yeah, I shot humidity conditions up before I planted the bamboo forest. That was a bit silly of me, but oh well, too late now. Let's try around here. 73, 70... sure, we'll grab 73. I can do the same down here. Then we'll just combust this area, if at all possible. Let's see if I can get a pylon down here some way, somehow. I probably can if I... Oh, maybe not. Doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to. I might be able to get a pylon across there. No. Alright, well, it's kind of a pain, I must confess. The ground is too low there, I think, for me to be able to do it. I could just build a new power plant, though, I suppose. There I am, making things harder for myself. Connect there. There we go. That's good enough, I think. That'll give us 8 degrees. Alright, now we're starting to cook with fire. And then once again, I can simply re-green it. Hopefully. And then put in another one. Yeah, I was making things way more complicated for myself than I needed to. That being said, it's a little bit too close. Perhaps over here then. Gives me a solid 5 degrees. So I do need to get over there somehow. Yeah, I'm going to want to re-green all of this before I place the bamboo down. Let's bring the detoxifier over there. Now, is it possible I might be able to get a combustor over here, maybe? Because I suspect that might be all I would need. No, sadly. Oh, I can put one in there, though. 7 degrees is probably all we're going to need. There we are. Vegetation bloom. As I ruin the vegetation. Rains have not begun, so I do need a tiny bit more of a kick. Just to get that last little bit in there. Is there anywhere that would be able to do it for me? That might be it. There we go. Rains begin. Okay, that's everything we needed. Now everything is going to re-green by itself. And we've got 100% humidity. Poor bamboo! Bamboo's not going to be happy. There you go, bamboo. You can have that. Are we really... Oh, only 93% for reals, though. I could probably get something down there. Let's wait for the rains to purify the land. Then I'll place this down. Okay, now that is starting to look very pretty. Polluted snow. Oh, that's not as pretty as I thought it was. Let's get that scrubbed. Doesn't seem we can do that. Interesting. Very interesting. I guess it's a side effect of the flash freezer. That's all I can assume. But at this stage, I think we've got enough. Okay. As your final step, you'll need to finish recycling the city, reintroduce animals, and construct an interstellar rocket on which to leave. Use satellite scans to gather seeds from all over the planet and store them in your rocket's vault. Finally, place this guidebook in the cockpit and leave the restored world behind. Well, well, well. Okay. Very interesting. We've got a lot of new things now. Okay, flying recycling drone. Construct one flying recycling drone. Recycling silo. Recycling beacon. Monorail. And animal observatory. This is going to be the rocket. We can see the ghost of that there. Either that or it's the ghost of the sprinklers. Regardless, we're going to place this somewhere. Let's pop it about here. That's fine. Plonk. Right, let's get to the scanning then. Right. This shell-bearing reptile frolics in large lagoons. Let's look for the largest one we've got. This one? Partially met in range of lagoon. Well, it's the only thing we need, so we just need more tiles for the lagoon. So, let's try this one then. There we go. Turtle. This resplendent fowl struts on wide open grasslands. There we are. Peacock. This gentle giant happily gnaws bamboo near a glade. Oh, we all know what this is going to be. Let's try you. Yep, panda. This fierce raptor makes its eyrie in a tall structure near to a source of prey. A panda's prey? No. Fair enough. Okay. In range of at least 6 derelict skyscraper tiles. Right. Let me bring you over here. If I can. There we go. Peacocks. Once again. No. Not in range of something you want to eat. Well, let's have a look for other things. This widespread suiform roots for tubers in the undergrowth of deciduous forests. Maybe we're going to want to put it over here somewhere. Okay, not enough greenery. Try over here. No. In range of at least 12 deciduous forests. In range of greenery. Do you want sunflowers? In range of greenery. But if I put it over here, it didn't seem that you were in range. Oh yeah, you were in range. Okay, fair enough. Let's try right there then. Nope, still not in range of enough greenery. And they're on different layers, so that's not counting. Okay. How many greenery trials do you need? Let's just double check that. In range of at least 8 greenery tiles. In range of at least 12 deciduous forest. I mean, that feels like there should be enough greenery tiles, but maybe not. Yeah, it's still saying not enough greenery. That confuses me. Let's look for a deciduous forest we've got elsewhere. Maybe here. There we go, boar. And we'll pop some boar over there as well. Okay, it's probably a level difference that I can't distinguish. Let's see. Will you be okay here? I doubt it, actually. You are within range of boar, though. Okay. So I'm going to need a forest down here, I think. Let's make that happen if I can. Let's place a toxin scrubber right about here. Let's put it over here. Well, Let's see if I can make this work. First and foremost, toxin scrubber. In fact, there was a toxin scrubber right there. Hopefully this doesn't upset the peacock. Oh, it might upset the peacock. I don't know. We'll find another place for the peacock too, if I can. Right, that is... should be good enough for the boar, I'm hopeful. There we are. Well, the peacock have moved on, though, it seems. There we go. Eagles. Let's find a better place for our peacock, though. In fact, let's pop down a couple of peacock. That shouldn't be a problem for us. Got plenty of grassland for them. Very little area. I wonder if the peacock would actually be suitable prey, though. Let's see. Yeah, you have to have boar. Okay. Well, that might be one of the only places that's going to be suitable for them, then. But I don't really like that. I would, where possible, like to have more than one place for this species. Just so it's got some resilience. I'm afraid peacock are going to have to move again, but there's loads of you around. Some boar there, if possible. Yep, that should mean that I can get the eagle here as well. Perfect. Alright. You can see the eagle up on the struts there. I like it. For that matter, do we want some more places for panda? I think so. Yeah. The turtle are actually going to be quite the tricky one to do, simply because I need such a specifically large lagoon area. I could turn all of this into a lagoon, but let's find out what this one is first. The endangered marine mammal darts among the fronds of kelp forests. Will this work? It is kelp forest in range and ocean in range. Okay, so this is where, having done the kelp forest option was... Oh, it's an otter! Well, you need more. You are a doorkie. Or, literally translated from Welsh, water dog. Though I like to think of them as water ferrets, since, you know, ferrets and otter are part of the same... part of the animal kingdom. They're all mustelids. There we go. Loads of otters. Ah, this world is saved. But I will add in another turtle, and I will try and make this little area a bit better. Dunk. Let's add some redundancy for these creatures. There we go. Perfect. Well, I'm very happy with that. Okay. Seed vault capacity. Now, this is... let's start looking at all this. So, we've done everything we needed to do there. Flying recycle drone. Upgrade your recycling drone, allowing it to access the whole map. There you go, buddy. Alright. Now, rocket silo. This base building for rocket construction, does it have to... Oh. Well... I appear to have done a bad. There's one place that I can place this, and I appear not to be able to place it there. Huh. I kind of need this to go away, please and thank you. Oh. Have I soft-locked myself? Let's recycle some things. Maybe it's this that's in the way. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I approve. Oh, I like the greenery popping out there. Alright, that seems to have fixed itself. I was concerned... There we are. Oh, wow. I just flooded the panda and the peacocks. My bad. Right. Okay, rocket thruster, stage 1 of 9, provides primary propulsion. Okay. Construct one more satellite uplink to unlock. Okay, satellite uplink. Launches a satellite that allows you to scan for plant species and collect seeds to store in the seed vault. Okay. Let's try and put this on a building if I can, so it's out of the way of the grasslands. Oh, it said I got a seed balloon. Go forth. You carry our hopes and dreams into the lower atmosphere. Well, actually, it might be the upper atmosphere, depending on the balloon. Stage 2 of 9 unlocks the river valley view on the satellite uplink. Oh, this is so cool. So many new things are being added in. Should we start recycling first, though? I kind of feel like we should. Let's try and just yoink everything we can. That's recycling beacon. Place a monorail node to signify that, no, we don't need that. I think we can just build these. Now, recycling drone should come and collect everything. With that being said, it won't collect the monorail pieces, so maybe not. Let's try and get you up there. I'll yonk as much as I can. Let's go ahead and build this. Now that is going to have unlocked a new section for me. Alright. Cam River Valley. What am I looking for? I don't want everything in it, really. Is this the actual... Oh, wow, is this what we made? Maybe I need to just get seeds from each thing. Let's scan that. Okay, that one's fully done. But I don't recall if this is what we made. Comments down below if you remember if this is in fact our river valley. I kind of feel it is, though. I think we had to do this specifically to get the wolves down there. We need a little bit more tree. Was there anywhere with enough tree? Maybe here? Yep. Okay, stored seeds. This is wonderful if this is in fact what I think it is, and that is we're revisiting all of the previous maps now to gather the remaining components. That would be absolutely wondrous. Do we have the next one? Island view. Oh, perhaps I didn't pay close enough attention to what that was. That might have been some other kind of storage component, perhaps. There we are. Animal DNA are stored here. Ah, okay. Do we have island view now? Yeah, desolate island. So, we're going to want somewhere with plenty of sand. Let's scan here. Oops, sorry, that was my bad. Oh, I guess we could just keep scanning and fill this up, I suppose. That is nice, because if you haven't been particularly diverse with the areas you've set up, maybe that would make this section really difficult to finish. I wonder if I scanned again. Yeah, okay, so that's kind of giving you a buy, but I would rather do it the proper way if I can. There we go. That should be enough, I think. Almost. Let's go up there. That's all the seeds we need. Right. Animal DNA. Stage 9 unlocks the volcanic glacier view on the satellite uplink. Okay, volcanic glacier. Let's scan here. Probably grab up quite a few things all at once. There we are. Now... Ah, there we go. Shame it doesn't hover over and let me see what it is, because I actually forget what that was. I think it was tundra. We do now need ocean. So, let's go and look for it. Did we not have any kelp forests or anything around here? We might not have. I'm not seeing it. Ah, there we are. So we did have something. There we go. Because this is where we had the narwhals, I think. The narwhal or narwhal? I'm not sure. There we are. Look at the amount of points we've got. That's kind of wild. Life support. Provides the systems for keeping the organisms on the rocket alive. Are we going to send this to a different planet for someone to terraform it? Because I don't know, but I mean, you know, we're just restoring our planet back to the way our planet was. Are we just going to try and change someone else's planet into our planet? I've got questions. Stage 8 of Ryan unlocks the flooded city view on the satellite uplink. Right, well, before we get to that bit then, we 100% most definitely require the removal of all the random gubbins on this map. So, let's use these to send our flying drone out to gather all the bits. Well, that one didn't even connect to anything. There we go. I guess I suppose, now we've got a flying drone, we don't even need to connect to anything. We can just send the flying drone out and just harvest lone locations, but we'll go through this the regular way for now. Though I think I will actually try that down here. We'll see what happens. Can I? Yes, I can. That's marvellous. Flying is great. I think we're going to grab everything from around there. Yoink. This should take care of the rest of it. Oh, and you're just grabbing it all in one go as well. You mad lad. I deeply approve. Okay, we're going to need one around here if I can. I'll take care of all that. This is actually incredibly satisfying to do. It always is. The removal of everything at the end of a stage is always supremely satisfying. We have removed... Like, I was initially thinking that these had to stay there as it was basically preventing radiation leaks. But I guess whatever they were doing, they've done it now. Scallywag. One last one right there that I need to get rid of. That as well. Very nearly done. Though I'm not going to take away the satellite uplink, I should imagine. Actually, that's a good point. We're not going to want to completely remove all of that yet. Or else we will lose the ability to connect to the satellite and finish off the remaining bits. So I'll just leave that then. I think we've gotten everything now. More or less. I'll let the drone do its thing while we go and get the last couple of seeds. Now, yes, this is indeed the map as we have it. But is it the map? Yes, it's the map with the buildings on it still. I am very, very much impressed with that. That was an absolutely unexpected feature, and I am here for it. Let's grab this bamboo. We're going to want some more bamboo if I can. And some more deciduous forest. There's some sunflowers. I wanted to call them Day Bloom because I've been thinking of playing Terraria again lately. That will do. Oh, not quite enough. And I think there was one last one down here somewhere. Right there. That should finish it off. Oh, and there we go. Recall satellite. Got everything. Okay, recall the satellite. Aha! Okay. Do we need to go and collect it? Alright. Okay, so yes, we do actually need to go collect it. So let's pop that there. Get out there and reclaim it. And also reclaim this. And finally reclaim that. think we're going to need one last one around here to reclaim that final bit. Actually, I might not be able to reach it. It seems that you are actually going to be a bit of a scatterer, aren't you? Pop that one there then. There we go, that will definitely get you. Right, satellite has been reclaimed. Just the last few bits. And we're done. Then this seed vault cockpit caps the rocket with the collected seeds. The rocket will then be ready for launch. I was wondering if there was going to be something different from just the regular fly on to the next island, since the other maps seem, within the context of the story, to be optional to some degree. Alright, let's pop you in. And I guess that's it. Now we launch. Let's get out there. Now the question is, how on earth are we going to recycle the silo after this? I mean, the airship could just carry itself off. But that rocket actually looks amazing. I don't fancy the survivability of those poor birds. Oh, that was nice. That is why it had to be in the ocean, so that it could flood itself at the end. Make a little habitat for more creatures. That is beautiful. And now we're treated to a new view. I'm not sure if this is the view that we had. Pretty certain it wasn't. But off it goes. That was amazing at the fast turning. I can only assume that future humans have developed our material sciences to, up until now, unimaginable degrees for the ship to be able to make that kind of turn without tearing itself in half. But there we go. That's the end of the base game. Thank you very, very much for all of the wonderful comments that I've received on the series so far. Thank you very much for everyone who's viewed and left a like but didn't feel up to commenting. Thank you very much to the developers for making such a wonderful game. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you are interested in seeing a bit more, then do let me know down below with a comment or a like. And we may visit the remainder 30%, the optional islands for each region, the optional map for each region. Easy mode agency. That caught my eye, because for a moment I was like, did you have to employ someone to make the easy mode? That's kind of... That is a very large degree of delegation, my lord. But this was an absolute joy to play. It was a joy to see it developed from the very, very earliest stages back on itch.io. And I hope you have enjoyed the journey along with me. This has been a rare pleasure. As ever, I look forward to any comments you have to leave for me down below, but that is it for now. Alternate regions unlocked. You've unlocked alternate versions of all of the regions. Select a region to play its alternate version. Well, we may well find out how that goes. Restoration is only 70% of the way there, but we have sent off a rocket with a new book so that I guess someone else on another planet can turn it into Earth as well. I hope it isn't like a non-Earthling who finds the book and thinks it's going to help them somehow restore their world, which was normally, you know, ammonia oceans and sulfur skies, and suddenly, you know, they're like, why have you doomed us? I don't know. Do let me know if you want to check out what the alternate maps are, but until next time, and as always, do take care, everyone.